Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, party people in the house?
Yeah.
We're Dog the Funk Meister about to bring it to you for 2019.
Let's go.
Fresno vibes.
Let's go.
My girl, MissG.
MissG.
Representing the whole San Joaquin Valley.
San Joaquin.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
Fresno.
Y'all ain't ready. Come on.
Yeah. Fresno vibes. Fresno vibes. We get live. We keep it live. Fresno Cali. Yeah. Fresno vibes. Let's go. We get live, baby. We keep it live. Yeah. Miss motherfucking G. Yeah. Fresno vibes. We get live. We stay live, baby. Yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
put your hands together for Fresno's loveliest, most dopest
That's
MC.
right.
MissG.
MissG.
What is up? What's up?
We are back,
Right.
man. Every week we're here. Every week we're doing something. Every week we're talking about something. So, we're going to start off with Jackhole of the Week. And I'm very proud to say that the 4th of July is coming, which is one of my favorite
That's right.
holidays. Because in addition to that is also my birthday.
Your birthday, right? My sister's birthday.
I'm going to be 21 again. Yes. And so I am going to call myself Jackhole of the Week because I have a video, and this is just one video. I've been doing this since I was probably 5 years old. And I want to give credit to my dad because he's a pyromaniac. I am as well. And we just love fire. And so since I was about this high, I've been literally running through fireworks every year, most of my life. And I wanted it to be a little low-key this year.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
I do. I mean, I don't know. I have a birthday party at my house every year. You know what that means?
A lot of people.
Clean my house before everybody shows up.
And then you got to clean more house when everybody leaves.
Make food everybody gonna eat.
Making a mess in your house.
And then I gotta clean my house
And then
after everybody leaves.
And then it's just hot.
And you wanna know what else? The older you get, nobody brings gifts. So
Right.
you know what? Here's the funny part, brother. I'm gonna tell you something right now. My idea, I was like, you wanna know what I've never done in my entire adult life?
What?
For my birthday, with my family, I have never gone to a restaurant like a normal person. I'm always, I mean, Mom had birthdays for me few times, but my entire adult life, I've always been having a birthday party for and it's, God, man, it's really not that fun.
It's exhausting, yeah. Sometimes on your birthday you want to do something chill and just kick back. Yeah.
And let me tell you
feel
something about your mom. So I'm like, hey, man, I want to do something chill. Let's go to the, restaurant or something. All right. Mom says all right. Dad says all right. And your mom calls me up and goes, yeah, so me and your dad been talking about it. Your dad's going to barbecue for you, so just come on over. I'm like, God damn, it's my birthday. But,
But it'd still be chill, though.
See how your mom is? Telling me what I'm going to do.
But what's open on 4th of July, though?
I was wondering about that myself, actually.
Because it could be like a Christmas story when they were looking for a restaurant and they couldn't find nothing. They ended up eating duck.
Yeah, rah. At a Chinese restaurant. Yeah. I'd be all right with that. I don't care. But that's all right. Dad's like, you know what? We're just going to have something at my house. So I love my my family that's so damn tight-knit that they tell you what you going to do for your birthday. That's cute. Thanks, guys. Anyways, I love you guys. Listen, Jackhole of the Week is me because this is how I do the 4th of July every year. So play it, Mr. Wizard.
Ha ha ha!
family, I was like, God, man, that shit is dangerous. I gotta stop. So don't buy any fireworks. Don't buy. I told, don't do it because I'm a pyro, and the moment I see that fire,
I know, but like
I will run in it.
it's actually going to be your birthday. Are you sure you're going to be able to hold it back? Yeah.
This is going to be my first time trying to hold it back. And there's many reasons because it's dangerous. Number one, I've learned a lot of things. Never try to run through the fireworks with your flip-flops on.
And you trip. Yeah.
Never run through the fireworks barefoot.
No, you burn your feet.
And when you're actually running through the fireworks, close your eyes.
Close your eyes. You burn your eyes. All the smoke.
In addition to that, don't have too much hairspray. Put a ponytail in.
Or a bun.
So I'm going to keep it low key. I wanted to do a restaurant. I'm just going to be at my dad's house. Hopefully nobody brings fireworks because I will run through. Hopefully nobody brings tequila because I will get drunk.
Well, nobody's going to come over because it's just going to be us. Because
Yes.
I was just over there and they told me it's just going to be us and that's it.
We're chilling. We're going to be good.
Yeah.
All right? We're getting older
Mellow,
now, man.
yeah, 'cause-
you know, we don't want to bust out our grill.
Yeah. And plus, I don't, I'm the one that's going to wash mom's dishes and, everybody eats and leaves and...
That's right. So we're going to chill. Okay, so, brother, before I get to my first guest, I want to talk briefly about a funny little story that happened to me just today. Okay, just today. I just want to share this with you guys because I thought to myself, this is funny, all right? So, as you guys know, I buy drinks for my guests. And I go to my local liquor store, and I've been doing this for years. We're neighbors. And I go in, and it's always, hey, MissG, how are you? And I'm like, I'm fine, how are you? Good. How much is this? And he's like, oh, for you, $10. All right, I get good deals. You know what I mean? We're friends. And so today it was the same thing. Hey, what you going to buy today? And I'm like, I don't know, think about some rum. Oh, here, get this one. Got to have this one. And then out of the blue, he goes like this. Hey, guess what? And I'm like, what? I'm getting divorced. I'm like, oh man, that's messed up.
So yeah, that sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry. He goes, and you know what else? I want you to be my girlfriend. I was like,
You're all what?
in my mind, hold on, in my mind, I'm laughing so fucking hard because I find it both adorable, slightly creepy, but to me, that's humor. You know what I mean? In my mind, I was like, wow, I wish I could have recorded this. This is really happening to me right now. I want you, pointed to me, be my girlfriend. And I was like, oh, Habib, like, I told you I have a boyfriend, remember? And he's like, still? I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, how long you been together? And I'm like, 4 years now. He's like, oh, that's okay. It won't last. I was like, just give me the rum, dude. Like, man, it was a great moment. And little things like that. There might be some girls that would be all, ooh, that was weird, creepy guy. But me, I'm like, I'm cool. Like, that's
you gotta just laugh that shit off,
like,
man.
that is gonna be on my show. So thank you, Habib. Good luck with your divorce. And no, I will not be your new American style girlfriend. Thank you. I appreciate it, but no, I cannot do that. So that's my funny story. I already did my Jackhole of the Week, which is me, because I am a pyromaniac. And so now we're going to play a video.
And that was us, by the way. If people can't really see.
Yeah.
That was
that was real.
Front of Mom and Dad's house a couple years ago.
Oh, man.
That was
5.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
That was actually a really good video, but I've done way crazier stuff. Like in that video, you couldn't actually see me. There was no segment of me actually running and jumping through the fireworks.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what I do, and I don't want to do that anymore. I'm gonna try so hard to be good this year. But anyways, okay, so let's do a video, and then oh no, let's do very important news, guys. You know, I've been in the local boxing and music industry here in Fresno for a while, putting on my own shows in music, being a part of boxing for so many years. And so I worked with a very amazing man locally, puts on fantastic shows. And I was honored. Mr. Jackson called me up and was like, Rochelle, MissG, I want you to be a part of my team again. And so this guy is putting together a show, and I'm promoting. And so we are going to do a really fast promo. I hope you guys check this out. This is the new kids coming up in the hip-hop scene, and I'm just proud to be a part of it. So let's do that 559 Summer Blast, and then we'll go straight into Stone Foxes, Ulysses Jones, and I'll present my first hit with this.
Awesome.
I'm Ulysses Jones, I got blood-locked bones and a heart as strong as steel. They seized my home, now I'm all alone, getting taken by a handshake deal. Kick my pride till I taste the blood, but it only made my fire burn. Oh, I don't wanna give it up. I don't wanna give it up. I ain't gonna give it up. Oh, with the blood-locked bones. Who's this man with the letter in hand? Your signature is all we need. What's this about? You'll have to drag me out. He smiled and held up the deed. I see you soaking in the pouring rain, and it only made my fire burn. I don't wanna give it up. I don't wanna give it up. I ain't gonna give it up. With the blood-locked bones. I ain't the kind to fight, but it don't seem right. Uproot a man to make it pay. Who blessed your hand to take another man from the house where he used to play? Your deal's been done, it's set like the sun. There's a place for people just like you. And I don't mean hell, but I might as well. Gonna cover this before you're through. I don't wanna give it up. I don't wanna give it up. I ain't gonna give it up. With the blood-locked bones. It's on fire. It's on fire. It's on fire. It's on fire.
Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah. Yeah, some rock and roll. That's the Stone Foxes. They're local, so check them out anytime, any place that you can. Sometimes they perform here in Fresno. You can find them on all major music sites. That's just good old rock and roll. But right now, we are going to put our hands together for these two fine young gentlemen. This is their second appearance on my show. Woo! This is professional boxer Jesus Ibarra Sanchez and his brother Hugo Sanchez. That's really, really, really a big part of his career, a big part of his life, of course. So say something to the Fresno Vibes family out there.
Well, thank you for having us again.
Hell yeah.
We're gladly to be here, and be able to talk about our next fight coming up.
Yes, super, super important. So say something, Hugo. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thank you again. Like Jesus said,
Yeah.
we feel part of the team. You guys are part of our team. We're all together.
100%, man. We are doing, me and Gina over there. Say what's up, Gina. We're hardcore boxing fans, and I've been in the boxing industry here in Fresno for I don't know how many years now. And so whenever I meet somebody that I really like, I gotta personally like you. Number one. Number two, I gotta believe in you. For me to get behind you and be like, yes, we could do this. Yes. And so that's why I'm excited to sponsor you.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. Just like Gina sponsor us, and that motivates us more, to keep on working hard and then be able to come victorious the day of the night of the fight.
Victorious the day of the night. Okay, so let's get into boxing talk, man. Let's talk about your next bout, where it's going to be, and everything about it.
Okay. Well, my next fight will be in Stockton, August 3rd. We've been training hard already for it. We're good. We're ready. We have tickets available for all my fans, all my people who want to come out and support. August 3rd. That's the date.
Fantastic. And Fresno Vibes is a very big sponsor, supporter of boxing, and so we got a lot of boxing fans out there. And so if anybody wants tickets, you can contact me, you can contact Jesus, you can contact his brother. And so this is going to be an amazing event. So let everybody know how this conspired. How did this happen, you getting on this show?
Hugh knows me.
So, practically as on our first show when we came out, we were trying to throw our own professional boxing show here in the Central Valley. Unfortunately, there were some difficulties for that. We're still trying to do it, but right now our focus now is up to perform and get that victorious
Get a W.
Get a W. And Toscano Boxing Promotions, their matchmaker Manuel Diaz.
Thank you, Toscanos, for doing something.
Definitely, contacted us, and definitely, we're crowd pleasing fighter right here.
As soon as we heard the news, we could put you in this card August 3rd, and it's like, okay, we'll take it. We'll start training hard. Start training camp, and just getting mentally and physically ready.
Well, you know what, Jesus? I mean, honestly, I've been talking to you. I went out there to Madera how many months ago? There's a picture of it. Hopefully you found it. And I just know it was wintertime. So honestly, you never really stop training.
Yeah, and
You're always in the gym,
I'm always
bro.
in the gym, but when there's that fight day,
It changes, it steps up.
Yeah, it motivates you, you don't want to get burned out, for if you train the same level.
Right.
So, now that we knew about this fight 3 weeks ago, we start stepping it up, Always in the gym, always willing to get better and get to learn,
Okay, so tell everybody your record and how long your history with boxing in your life, and how long you've been in it, how many wins you have.
My record is 4 wins, 1 loss. I'm going for my 6th pro fight. Very motivated and excited about it. I've been boxing for 13 and a half years.
How old are you when you got in?
I was 16.
16,
yeah.
16.
Started pretty late for the sport,
It's okay.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Because when you're a natural talent, it's never too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I consider myself an athlete. I play different sports. and boxing is the one I stuck with it, and then just I love the sport, and train hard always.
Everybody loves to see you fight, and also the thing too is, it's okay if I want boys and girls to know, no matter what it is, picking up a guitar, picking up a pencil so you could write or draw, it's never too late. It's never too late. Yeah. In fact, especially in sports, because honestly, like the way we drive our children so hard in football and baseball, so hardcore, like they get burnt out by 16.
Yeah, I met a lot of teammates. They start young, at a young age, 6, 7 years old, and then by the time they get 18, 19, they're already tired.
Done.
There's some that have teammates that I have met. They're very good, talented, but they get tired of it, and they even say it. I'm just tired of it. I don't want to keep on going.
Well, I know it's something about our competition, our competitiveness here in the United States. It's just like go hard. But kids, they'll physically and mentally be done by the time they're almost like middle school, high school. So you started off at the perfect age.
Yeah, it's good.
And so you're gonna kick some ass.
Yeah. Ready for it.
In August. Yeah. I am a sponsor. Yeah. And so
you'll be there.
I'm gonna be there. Me and Mr. Cruz. We're gonna be there cheering you on, and Gina Lopez over here. Yeah. We're gonna be there. We're gonna see you get that W. Yeah. Now, have you any idea about your opponent yet?
Yes, we know.
Ooh, tell me.
He has 13 pro fights. I believe he's from Oakland. He's African American.
Got a name?
His name is Brandon Adams.
Here we go. We already got an idea who this is.
We already saw fights of him on YouTube.
You like to check? You like to know about your opponent?
Yeah, just little.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you go in the ring and then, you're gonna do your thing, or you gotta your game plan. If not, you gotta adjust to the game plan. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
Some fighters prefer to go in with very little knowledge of their opponent. Mm-hmm. Some fighters like to get completely knowledgeable and get as many videos so that you can study. Mm-hmm. And I'm a big believer in finding out as much as you can so that you could be ready.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
know what to expect.
Find his weaknesses.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They're both lefties. Jesus and him.
He's a lefty.
Wow.
It's an all-action-packed fight for that.
That's gonna be 2 southpaws in the ring.
Yeah.
Tell him the weight class.
147. That's welterweight. Yeah. So we're good on weight right now. You got a few pounds to drop.
Got a few pounds.
Yeah, but we're
plenty of time.
Yeah, we have like 4.5 weeks.
We're right on weight.
Yeah,
everything's going perfect. Great sparring. Great. Like Jesus is doing some great training camp. Yeah.
So I'd like to point out here that this brother and brother duo kind of remind me of my brother and sister duo, just because we're really close, we're really tight, we do everything together. And these 2 guys right here, I just love it. I mean, I'm so excited to be a part of this team. I love people that are tight with their family. I love people that they're not just close brothers. Like you're helping in his career, man.
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is Hugo Sanchez is Jose's biggest fan, almost, probably.
Yeah.
His biggest believer. I mean, you got to fall in love with these guys. I did. Yeah. So you guys got to get some tickets. Everybody in Fresno, you want to watch this fight. Is it going to be, do you know if it's going to be televised or not?
I think it will be streamed online. Not televised. But definitely, hopefully you guys can make it out there, support us. Yeah. Support us.
It's not too far, Stockton.
Stockton, Fresno's not that far. And
after the victory, we're having a celebration party at our house too. So
all right, I'll be there for that. You know how I like to do it. Well, this is going to be fun. This is going to be exciting. Stockton is finally putting something together. I mean, I'm a little sad it's not going to be in Fresno.
Yeah.
But Stockton's trying to get in on this.
Yeah, Toscano Promotions. I think this is their third
event already.
Third event, boxing professional.
In Stockton.
In Stockton, yeah.
They're out of Stockton.
Yeah.
And we really thank you, Toscano, for giving us that opportunity.
For sure.
It's really tough. when you're not a signed fighter.
Woo! And you know what, Toscano? This is the thing. The unsigned fighters have just as much talent as anybody else. And so it's so wonderful to have a smaller promotion team getting together so that they could exhibit their talent. So anybody out there interested in that, Fresno is going to be hungry for some fights because Jose Ramirez isn't fighting in Fresno. His next fight, you know that, right?
It's in Dallas, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, our main dude, our the Fresno's #1 champion.
Yeah.
I'll be watching. I mean, it's going to be televised. But I'm so sad. But he fought so many fights here in Fresno.
Yeah.
It's time for him to.
Yeah, well, he's gonna unified world title belt, with Maurice Hooker. He's from Texas, so he's going to.
Is going to his hometown.
Yeah. So.
Woo!
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
And your opponent is from where?
Oakland, I believe.
Okay, so it's a mutual ground. It's
Yeah.
not his hometown. It's not your hometown.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Nice, because there's nothing better than having your hometown behind you, and there's nothing that sucks than being in somebody else's hometown because you gonna get booed.
No, yeah. So that's why I'm
Block
hoping,
it out.
I'm hoping all my people to go, come and support me. I'm more than happy to, show my talent, my boxing skills in the ring, and then show an entertainment fight.
What would you say is your strongest talent as far as skills in the ring?
As a boxer,
Yes.
I believe in my power. I believe with I'm 6'2", in that weight class. Usually you have like 5'9", 5'8" fighters. So use my reach, my jab a lot. Use my jab and my distance. And
That is an advantage, a reach.
Yeah. So yeah, I consider myself like a boxer puncher. Yeah, and more try to. Even though I always need to use my reach, my distance, because I have the advantage. I always try to give a good fight for the fans and throw a lot of punches.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, we only have a few seconds left. So Hugo, the awesome brother, the supportive brother, is doing this for his brother.
Definitely.
How do you feel? What do you got to say?
Like I said, we've been having a good training camp. Just expect a great fight that night for Jesus, and hopefully everything comes out like we planned.
Yeah.
And if not, we always got a plan B, and we gotta just make sure we get that W that night.
Yeah.
And bigger things will be coming our way as well. Definitely.
Absolutely, 100%. I cannot wait. So, I want everybody to put their hands together for these two fine young men.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming back on my show. I appreciate it. And I'm a sponsor, part of this show, so I will be there. And don't forget to support. Don't forget to try to be a part of this in any way, shape, or form. And so let's see. What will we do next? I got one more guest. She came all the way from Fremont. I'm so excited. So let's do one song, and then I'll bring on my next guest. Okay, we'll be back in 2 minutes. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
you, then oh, it's up to you. I'm down to share the fire.
Welcome back, everybody. Put your hands together. Yeah. You're not going to believe this. I have this awesome lady that drove all the way from Fremont. Her name is
Fresno.
Karen the Psychic, and she wants to be on my show. So,
Yep.
what are we going to tell these people? First of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you.
I actually have an early birthday gift for you.
Aw, thank you.
Just a little something for protection.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah,
that's
you never
always
know.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You could never be protected enough in this world.
Exactly, especially with all the crazy people out there.
Exactly. So first, let's give a shout out to the man that got us connected.
Yes.
Glory. I play his videos. Thank you, Glory. I hope you're watching. How did that come about?
Yeah, so that was really interesting. So I was talking to a girl online, and I started a connection with his brother, Red. And I had asked her about that passing, and she said, yeah, his brother lived, they were like neighbors, so that's actually how we ended up getting in touch. And then I ended up reading for him, and it was a really trippy reading. So I've been his kind of psychic medium since then, and he's actually done a couple tattoos on me. He's done this one.
Nice. He does good work.
And he did this one, so.
So he just said, this show?
Yeah, he was just like, you should totally reach out to this show, and you'd be great on it. So.
Yay! Thank you so much.
And that you were awesome. So.
Oh, he said I was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Always.
I think you're awesome too.
He's so awesome.
So, this lady came to read me a live. This is going to happen right now. We've never met.
Never met. Though we have to tell the audience that we did a short reading briefly before.
Well, it was weird. Now hold on. It was like this. So she's like, we connect somehow on the internet through Glory. let me get you on my show. That sounds great. La la la, woo woo woo. And then all of a sudden she's like, hey, so I'm already getting people that are connecting that I could read. Are you comfortable with that? And I was like, okay.
I loved how you just went with it, though, because some people would be kind of standoffish, but I love the people that are really open, because the people who are open, then that's when more messages are able to come through. Because the one thing people have to realize about spirit is they may be on the other side, but they're still very much here, and just like how they were when they were alive, they're still the same way on the other side.
Personalities are the same.
They're very, very, very persistent. So if they had to wait a month, they would have just, sometimes if I don't do readings, I get anxiety and it builds up. So once I start to do the readings and it starts to do the connection, then that's when the anxiety kind of releases.
So go ahead, let's get started.
Yeah, so there's actually been a lot. So it's funny that you say about the NBA, because on the way here, the grandfather figure is still coming through very, very strongly, the one that I spoke about, because he seems like the type of person that he's not always finished speaking. He always has a lot more to say. So he's just been kind of showing me a lot, like, okay, so I'll kind of tell you how I work first.
Okay.
So I'm actually a psychic, medium, empath, clairvoyant. I have remote viewing, so I can kind of see bits and pieces of your life and then someone's who has passed away.
Wow.
So I can also feel stuff that you're feeling now, and then feelings that people when they had passed.
Well, how are you? How am I feeling now?
Very excited.
Always. I know. I hate that.
There's just like
the weird thing about me is like I'm
always
like
just so much love around you. They're like, because when you said about your family, the way your family connects to me is like it's you may not be Italian, but the way they speak when I see them come across through me is it feels like a very strong Italian family. And there's not that many people in your family that have bad connections. A lot of you are very knit tight and you love each other and you will do anything. And you're one of those people that like you can smell, excuse my French, like BS from like a mile away. So and that's how you know who to bring into your life and who not to bring into your life.
Absolutely. You got me coined. You got my family coined 100%.
But that's just like how they come across. They do like kind of like the whole hand raising thing. So the grandfather has been coming through very strong. He's been bringing up this other lady. So one thing I do have to say is they don't speak in clear sentences. So I may have to ask a few questions because they don't always translate things the right way. But he's been bringing this woman figure in who feels like a grandma. So was he, or feels like someone who was a wife, was he married when
My
he
grandpa?
was? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did she pass?
Yes, they are both
Okay,
passed.
because what he's showing me is he kept showing me them holding hands. So they were very close, but at the same time, they had their moments of being very distant. But when it comes to their relationship, he was more in the front, and then she was kind of more on the side. Like they both like their own attention. So he wants one stage, and she wants her own. And she's like, he's the quiet but stern one, and can be loud when he wants to, and you know how he feels. And then she's the one who's like, this is what I want, and she's super feisty about it. She's kind of got more of like your personality in a really good way. Like she knows what she wants. So they're still very much together.
That's beautiful.
He also kept showing me this very small dog. So did he have a small dog at some point?
Yes.
Okay, he just kept bringing it up like it was something that he cherished like very, very much. And one thing he does want to say is they are always very much around you. And he kept saying, as well as the uncle, they kept saying, tell her we heard her talking in her car. We always hear her talking in her car to us.
I love it. Wow.
Like they said that's your time, like for you to kind of zen. And that's when you connect with them the most and you feel them the most. Mm-hmm. And they just always hear you. So sometimes it may seem like they don't hear you, but they're always listening.
Well, I'm going to open up to you a little bit. But
Feel
honestly,
free.
like I get my best messages from my family that have passed on in dreams.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, in dreams. I've my grandma, my grandpa, my uncle have all came to me. So I've always had dreams like that.
Right.
And so
visitation dreams.
It's 100% visitation
For
dreams.
sure. And
Without
you know
a
the
doubt.
difference.
You know the
There's
difference.
a difference between the actual regular dream of holding hands with them, like walking down the beach, and then the visitation dream.
It's real.
But they just made me feel that lately you have been talking to them kind of more in your car. So does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. I'm always thinking of my family.
Okay, because that's the time you really connect with them the most. And it was really interesting that you brought up the NBA, because they said between the next 3 weeks and the next 3 months, you're going to end up getting a lot more bigger guests. And they kept saying that there's going to be some NBA. There's going to be a couple people from the NBA.
Yay!
So I don't know the exact names, but
okay, that'd be great.
That should just be some validation for you that they are listening. So I have a lot more notes, so I just want to make sure. And your uncle who passed, and just please let me know if anything's too sensitive and you don't. But before I go back to him, is there anything that's off limits in the reading? Anything too personal?
Not that I could think of.
Okay.
If there is, I'll just smack you in your face.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm just kidding.
I probably need a good smack in the face, so it's okay. It's okay.
Go ahead, bring it. You'll know if I don't like it.
Sure. So he keeps carrying this baby who seems like a young boy, so it felt like someone had a miscarriage at some point.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
So he just wants to say that he is protecting the baby that had passed at the young age.
I don't know what to say.
And
keep going.
He's just someone whoever that was that lost that person, obviously another female figure in the family. Mm-hmm. He keeps saying someone will end up getting pregnant within 1 to 2 years.
Jesus Christ, hope it's not me. I'm too old.
No. You're more focused on your career. You're very good with children, but you're more focused on your career. So you love children to death, but it's the career is number one at this point. So, but he just wanted to make sure that was across, because he keeps cuddling the child like this and just. He's beautiful. He's taking care of it like his own, and he just needs that person to know that they're okay.
Wow.
And that child's okay. So then, as far as he just gave you a hug. So if you just felt so, back to the uncle. In terms of the uncle, I felt he made it seem like when you were younger, he was like kind of your role model, and you looked up to him, and the way he looked at you. Is he just had so much love for you, and you like really looked up to him like a lot, and he just showed that like so much. Like that's what I love about your personality and your family, is because there's nothing but just true love there, and like genuine to the core like love. Yeah. And they're just all like kind of like this big bunch together. Like there's a lot of people over there, and you've been through a lot, and they're just so proud because they know that this show is something that you've been wanting to do for a while, and you were kind of scared to do it in the beginning to put yourself more out there. But the moment you knew and you made that decision, that you were like, okay, I'm really going to do this. No matter what people think of me, I really don't care. Like, F them. Like, I'm going to do it, like, regardless.
That's me.
Yeah, that's right.
I just got to
And then they just got to say they're so proud of you, too. So, like,
wow.
it's just going to go from here. But the one thing they do say is when you do start to get the bigger people, just remember, because sometimes you can get really excited about the guests, and that's okay. Just remember when you're at home that sometimes you have to kind of bring it from up here to down here, because sometimes it can get too excited.
No. I rev myself up so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm naturally a hyper person.
Yeah.
And then, like, for my show, like, I get super excited. And then when I go home, I have to drink so I can even relax. Because, like, it'll take me hours.
Because you're always constantly thinking about the next person you want to get.
Yeah,
or, like,
when I get home,
promotion.
I'm thinking about the conversation that I had with my guests.
Right. Well, it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's like an exciting time. So, but they just want to say they're so proud of you for actually getting started on your dream. And, like, sometimes you feel like you could have some more support at home, but don't worry about that, because that will actually really, really, really catch on. So, and that will follow through. So you don't have to worry about that. So, but your family is always around. So if you ever feel like you feel them, and there's another thing, how do you connect with butterflies and birds? Because that
I like butterflies. I
Okay.
like butterflies and birds. Every day, I either go for a walk. For sure, every day I sit outside and have my coffee in the morning, and I love watching birds. Blue jays are in my neighborhood. I love to see them interacting with the squirrels and stuff. I'm not what you would call a nature girl,
Right.
but I am in touch with what's going on outside.
Okay.
And, you know, dragonflies are always around me, too.
Okay, yeah, just know in terms of like the birds and the butterflies that is actually, it's going to sound crazy, those are actually your loved ones, like your grandfather and your uncle and the grandma coming through. And even if you weren't as close with your grandma, which I feel like you weren't as close with her, like she's still kind of one of your main guides.
You know, the thing is like, I can't tell if you're talking about maternal side or paternal side, because both sides, my mom had me at a very young age, so both grandparents, all four have since passed, but all four were helped raise me, basically.
Right.
My mom went right to work. And so I was, you know, had different relationships with all four, but they're all in my life. So I'm having a difficult time
figuring out exactly
which
who.
ones are coming through. Yeah,
It's hard.
I know
tell.
which uncle that is. That's my
Yeah,
Uncle
yeah,
James.
exactly. So, but it's funny because I know I didn't read anything on the Facebook, but I know he is okay. And the one thing, I'm glad you brought that up, because he doesn't want people to remember him for how he passed, since it was so tragic. They want to remember him for how he was and how loving and caring he was in person, and not the tragic way that he passed.
Well, my uncle died young, in my opinion, in his 50s, but it was tragic in the sense that, like, it wasn't sudden or anything like that. It was slow. You know, he was sick, and so it was tragic just in the fact that there's nothing you could do, and even though when you know somebody's sick and it's coming, you're never prepared.
Right. And then it just seems towards the end that it's just super quick. But I just feel like a lot of the people that have been coming through have been the people on your father's side, because I feel like he has lost a lot more. And then the woman that I see in terms of the grandmother that's coming through, that has been coming through, like I said, sometimes they say their names when they're really good, and sometimes they don't, and sometimes they just get but I don't know if this is her, but I keep getting a Mary. So do you know a Mary that had passed?
My dad's mom's name was Jane.
Okay.
And I think maybe her middle name might have been Mary. I'm not sure.
Okay. But the lady I see that has been coming through, like, not overweight, but she definitely did have a little bit of some weight added on, if that makes sense, to help kind of show. And she had a little bit darker hair, and she had kind of like a thicker face, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I think I know which grandma you're talking about now. Wow,
Okay.
you're really good.
Well, thank you.
So how long have you been doing this?
So I've actually been a psychic medium my whole life, but
It's a gift that you're born with.
most of the time, yes. And then I was really pushed by a spirit last year to start reading for people, because I most people, when they start to grow up as psychics and mediums, they experiencing ghosts at a very young age, where I mostly sensed and felt things but never really saw. And I also didn't like when people fought because I was affected by it. I always tried to break up the fights. But I just more so experienced more of the paranormal world in like the last 3 years. And I said, okay, if this is who and what I truly am supposed to do, you need to show me more.
Just accept it and go with it.
Exactly. So once I actually accepted that, okay, this seems a little crazy, but I'm okay with crazy, that's just when I knew things about people that a lot of it I shouldn't know about people. And still to this day, it's a pretty cool and blessed gift to
so
have.
You live in Fremont. Do you apparently you do this for a living, or?
So right now I'm currently, unfortunately I'm not doing it as a living yet. It's going to kind of take some time to build up since I just started doing readings about a year ago. But I do readings on the side because I do have a family, and I
gotta keep that day job.
Yes, being a psychic medium isn't paying the bills yet.
Not yet. It will.
It will one day. It will.
Definitely.
And then they'll remember MissG had me first.
Right here, first in Fresno. This girl.
But yeah, so it's just basically been one my whole life. So.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And would you like for people to reach out to you, or do you want your information out there?
Yeah,
if somebody wants to contact you, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm more than
social
happy.
Media?
Yeah, people can visit my site at KarenThePsychicMedium.com or on Facebook, or if you'd ever like to have another guest appearance with me, I'm happy to do like an in-house reading with a lot of guests. It's even more exciting when there's a lot of other people.
It's fun.
It's a lot more fun. It's fun on individual, but it's also a lot of fun in groups too. So. All
right. Well, you saw her first. This is her first appearance ever.
First appearance. Thank you.
In addition to that, it's her first live reading, correct?
Well, yeah, I did Facebook Live, but that was kind of just practice. But it counts, but it doesn't really count. But this is my first real live feed in. So thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do this again. And so
that'd be amazing.
This wonderful lady, you know how to contact her. She did a great job. She's very intuitive, and just thank you again for coming on. And
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
We're not done with the show yet. We're going to play some music, and so we'll take some pictures afterwards.
Sure.
And then if anybody else wants to get in on this, that's what we're gonna do. So, all right. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
21
again.
For life. Yeah, that's what I like to say. Okay, so real quick, Mr. Wizard, if you will, we'll do the Quincy Pondexter interview, and then we'll come back with Brother, talk about a couple of things he did on the weekend. And thank you again. We'll be back in 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. What is up, Fresno Vice family? You're not going to believe this, but I am here with Quincy Pondexter of the San Antonio Spurs. I'm so excited.
Oh, thanks for coming.
No, I can't believe I'm sitting here with you.
Oh, that's amazing. Thanks. I'm excited to be sitting here with you, honestly.
Well, first I have to give a huge shout out to Anthony Mosley, because last minute he calls me up. He's like, you got to go do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a real studio. I have an engineer. I have cameramen. And they're like, I'm like, hey, can you guys go do this? And they're like, nah, we're busy at work. I'm like, okay, I'm going to bring my daughter. So this is what we're doing. First, we need to let everybody know what you're doing here.
This is my 7th annual basketball camp. I have it for youth kids, and it's grown so crazy and out of control right now. There's so many people, so many kids, so many supporters, and people like yourself coming out and just being around the camp. It's really, really amazing, and something I'm so prideful in, and I'm so honored to have this camp in my name.
I am so honored to have gotten invited here, but for I have a lot of boxing fans. I have a lot of baseball fans that watch my show. For the basketball people, or for the non-basketball people, let them know a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from?
Of course. I'm from Fresno, California. People don't know that.
They need to know.
They're tripping. I'm the most Fresno person that there is that's been a professional athlete. Born and raised here in Fresno. I went to the University of Washington College, even though I kind of wanted to go to Fresno State. And this
That's
is
all
my
right. That's all right.
my 9th year in the NBA this past season, going on 10 next year. And through it all, Fresno's at the core of my heart. And every offseason I come back here and show love and spend time right where my heart is.
Love it. And so this is a tournament, and the kids are here. Do they get to talk to you? They get to play basketball?
Oh, I'm here all day.
All day. That's what your sister said.
All day. I'm here all day, which I get my workouts in before and after camp, sometimes in the middle of it, but I'm here all day and really pushing myself to get to know most of the kids' names and interact with them as much as possible. And you get so much bang for your buck at this camp. There's no better camp for a professional athlete in the world to be.
So is this going to be able... How will our fans, people that are watching, know how to get involved? I know there's only one day left, but for next year.
Next year, it's going to continue to get bigger and better. You can sign up at QuincyFoundationBasketballCamp.com. Our registration is going to open up early next year. We're going to try to do some things in the winter time as far as camps and stuff for kids, and we're always giving back. So, just continue to support me as a player and support our camp as it goes forward.
Well, I'm going to admit right now, I am a new, huge fan, and so I can't wait to watch you. I can't wait to support you. I can't wait to be back here next year. And so thank you so much again.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it. Yes. This is awesome. Thank you.
For coming out.
Definitely. I'll do it again. Thank you, Fresno Vibes.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
What's up?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Listen, I just wanted to go over something really quick. That I have the best and the coolest brother in the whole wide world.
Oh, thank you.
I'm serious.
And
man.
I have the coolest sister in the whole wide world.
I'm all right.
Hey, am I right? Am I right, everybody? Yeah, she's got a birthday coming up in 2 days. Yeah.
21 again.
21 again.
So I want to talk about you. I want to go over this because we come from a very big. Not that we're a large family, but we're the type of family that doesn't go to Disneyland. We love to go to concerts.
Yeah, rock concerts. We've been doing that since we've been born, basically.
Yes.
And I had the great opportunity, thanks to my very good friends, Karina and Brian, to go see the Misfits. And I was just like, of course, I'd love to go see the Misfits down in Hollywood. And there was an extra ticket, and unfortunately, Martin had to work.
It happens.
It happens, So I just said, initially I thought of your first daughter because she's a Misfits fan, has Misfits tattoo.
Right.
But we all know, she can't make it, so.
Gotta work. She's a mama now.
And your other daughter had to work,
Also working, yeah.
So this one's at that age where she's
just a baby. She gets to go.
She gets to go, and she's just loving that rock and roll. And you want to know what I love about it? I never pushed the issue of a lot of these punk and goth bands on my nieces, any of them, actually.
They just innately love this.
And she was singing every song, word for word, 20 Eyes in My Head, Vampira, I don't want to, it was just so cool to see her have such a great time.
So also, as we were saying, we come from a family that loves music. And we've been going to concerts for many, many years. And a couple of shows back, me and my brother went to go see the Hollywood Vampires.
Oh, yeah.
And we wanted to go see Chris Cornell.
That's right.
But we didn't get to because
they were having a movie night and it was completely blocked off.
A movie night in the cemetery.
That's what they do in Hollywood. That's a thing. It's
only
cool.
in Hollywood. So if you will, Mr. Wizard, my brother finally got to go see Chris Cornell without me. But is the close second, whom is my daughter. Her name is Serafina Del Cid. I call her Baby. So roll that real quick.
Here we are. We made it the Hollywood Forever. We're here with Chris Cornell. Hey. Made it this time.
I'm so jealous, man.
We made it.
But we got another big show that we're going to be going to. Tell them about
it. In LA, we're going to go see Madonna.
Woo!
The Queen. That's right. That's right. At the Wiltern Theater.
Touched for the very
me,
time.
you, Martin.
Yes.
And Erica, we're going to have a blast.
We're not going to drive up.
Oh,
we're not going to drive back.
No, I can't do that no more. I'm too old. So we rented a room right across the street from the theater. So, yeah.
That's the next big one. We will be taking pictures and doing videos to show you guys. But that one's not until
November. You know, but I might do some little ones in between. I might go see Angel again at the Whiskey A Go Go. Who knows? You know,
that would be dope.
Gotta love Angel. You know, they were awesome too.
Yes. So, all right. I have got to thank my guests. I had, in my opinion, one of the best shows.
This was a great show. Yes. Let's hear it.
Oh my God. There's nothing more fun for me than to have fun, entertaining, intelligent, athletic guests.
Awesome people.
I know, good people. I love it.
And I also love the great studio audience we have. I want to hear it for the studio audience people that just keep coming in. I love it. The door just keeps coming in.
Yeah,
you know,
people love
I
my
love
show,
it.
man. I don't know what it is. I'm
just like the door just kept opening. You know, more studio audience, and I love it. Thank you.
I got a fun little show here. People like it. It's a variety show. It's not just one subject. And, you know, I like to do lots of different kinds of music.
Yeah, that's what I love about your show. It's a contrast of all kinds of different stuff, you know? It's not just one thing. It's not just one type of music. You know, we do it all.
We do it all.
We love it all.
So you guys, you have got to keep watching. You got to keep supporting me so that I can keep doing this. This is all about Fresno. Even though there's people out there trying to do what I do, I'm the originator, not an imitator.
I know, exactly.
And so, listen, real quick, if you would like to support me as well, I make my own soaps, lotions, candles.
Yes.
This stuff right here. This was actually the brainchild of my assistant. Her name is Gina Lopez. She said,
awesome. She's here.
She said, Miss G, you have got to do a candle out of a martini glass. Because I like to drink out of martini glasses, whether it's water, whether it's tequila, whether it's whatever. It's just my favorite glass.
That's right.
And so the fragrance is called Ocean. It smells delicious. And once you turn it on and it starts to melt, there's clear rocks in there. So it actually looks like it's a martini glass with ice.
With ice in it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so it's both decorative and fragrant.
I have some in my own kitchen. And what I would like to say, you don't even have to light it to smell the fragrance.
Yeah, you can smell it. Yeah.
Because we have it in the kitchen. And Martin's like, every time I walk in the kitchen and get glasses, I can smell that beautiful scent.
Thank you.
And it's just awesome. You got to get these because these are the limited edition. Or are you going to continue?
Well, they're very popular, so I'm going to keep making them as long as people keep buying them.
But these are cool. I mean, these are cool to light up at parties and everything, stuff like that.
Absolutely. And you know what? Like, another one of Gina's ideas was to use refurbished, recycled martini glasses. So she goes and gets me these from the secondhand stores.
She's awesome.
Okay, so you know I'm big on reuse, recycle. That's what my show's about. So yeah, these are 15. My soaps, everything's all natural. My soaps are only 5. My lotions are only 10. I have a website. You can catch them and you can purchase them, and that would help my show keep going. Because let's face it, man, even though Mike Briggs loves me, and even though Mr. Wizard loves me, this studio space, it ain't free.
Ain't nothing free.
There ain't nothing free in this world except for your mama's love.
If you're lucky.
So you guys, I have a great show next week as well. I hope you join me again. And I just want to say thank you to my guests. I want to say thank you to my viewers. And hopefully you guys will support. I'll be back in next week. Is it next week or?
Next week.
Yeah, I'll be back next week. I know I'm taking a short vacation sometime soon in July for my birthday. But until then, I want you guys to meet me there next week. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
That's right. Peace. Love ya.
40 Watt Hype.
Más y más es lo que queremos, más y más y más, nunca menos, más y más, nunca para atrás, mi canto, pa'lante queremos, más y más, pa' arriba, pa' abajo, pa' centro, pa' dentro, pa' todos lados, desde el corazón hasta el seno, todo queremos, más y nada menos, aquí no hay frenos, we want it all right now. No hay remedio en esta fiesta, una panza llena es una panza contenta, verde de celoso de los otros más dichosos. envidiosos. Veo en los ojos la envidia de nosotros. We all want the destination, but we don't want the flight. We all want the freedom, but we don't want the fight. We want all the pleasure, but we don't want the pain. We want the revolution, but we don't want the bloodstain. We want that destination, but we don't want the flight. We want all the freedom, but we don't want the fight. We want all the pleasure, but we don't want the pain. We want the revolution, but we don't want the bloodstain. Más y más y más y más y más. Más y más y más y más y más. Siempre cada día tiene su propio camino. Siempre cada día tiene su propio destino. Conocimiento y madurez de los viejitos con la energía y voz de los jovencitos. Corazón de los pobres con el dinero de los ricos. Yo quiero todo grande, chico, melodía y el ritmo. Placeres sin dolores, dinero sin labores. Más y más. We want it all right. We want the destination, but we don't want the flight. We want all the freedom, but we don't want the fight. We want all the pleasure, but we don't want the pain. We want the revolution, but we don't want the bloodstain. We want a destination, but we don't want the flight. We want all the freedom, but we don't want the fight. We want all the pleasure, but we don't want the pain. We want the revolution, but we don't want the bloodstain. Más y más y más y más y más. Más y más y más y más.